Alrighty, so what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry if I sound a little off right now. I have a cold. My bad for not uploading yesterday as well. I was extremely busy, so we're right back to the schedule. I promised you guys, don't worry. But you know, there's something I really want to talk about today that, honestly, because I really am a huge fan of the subject today, and I enjoy their content, and not only that, but because I'm a YouTuber myself, and this is a problem that, is definitely worth noting. We're going to be talking about how CoryxKenshin ended up, obviously exposing YouTube. This has been all over the place, and like I said, Cory is someone I honestly really inspire to you know, model myself after at some point in my YouTube career, because he's one of the YouTubers I've watched for a long time. I mean, I first found Cory back in like when was this, 2016 maybe, maybe 2015, dude. I mean, this is like one of the first YouTubers I ever watched. So to just see that YouTube is giving him problems and obviously playing favorites towards him, it's honestly really sad. So we're gonna talk about the whole situation now. For those of you who don't know who CoryxKenshin is, which just shows me you've been living under a rock, Cory is a YouTuber with over 14 million subscribers. He's been grinding YouTube for around 10 years, and currently he is one of the biggest black creators that the platform really has to offer, besides like KSI and iShowSpeed and some other pretty notable names. Not just black creators, but creators overall. I mean, Cory gets absolutely insane views, and I mean, yeah, that's just because, you know, he's a very loved content creator with tons of fans. So Cory a few days ago dropped a video called YouTube Racism and Favoritism. And, you know, in this video, it actually was, #1 trending for the first 2 days of its release, I believe, and it's still on trending right now. But long story short, in this video, Cory ended up talking about how YouTube plays favorites, and, you know, he'll get a strike. He'll get a, you know, copyright claim on his video for doing things, and then his counterparts that are similar to him or reacted to the same things as him that may be Caucasian or they may not be African American, they don't have that sort of treatment, and it's a whole story. I can't explain it, so I'm gonna play some of Cory's video to give you guys more of, you know, context. This is definitely something you're gonna want to hear, so just make sure to tune in, and just dial in and listen to what he actually has to say, because it holds a lot of weight. So yeah, let's go.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel.
Gotta step in here for a second because, you know, honestly, I have to really vouch for Cory with what he's saying right there, because first of all, I've watched him, like I said, for years upon years, ever since I was extremely young. I mean, as soon as I started watching YouTube, I found him, and I, you know, enjoyed his content for as long as I have, and up till now, God, it's kind of hard for me to speak because I'm stupid. But you get what I'm saying. I've watched Cory for this long of a time period, and I can say he's never been the type to complain on his channel. He doesn't curse. He doesn't do anything of that nature. He's just a pretty normal guy. I mean, dude, he just makes his videos. We enjoy them as the audience, as the viewers of his channel. So, you know, if there's a problem like this going on, especially if you know CoryxKenshin or know even the slightest thing about him, I mean, you know there has to be a problem if he's coming out making an entire video on it. But anyways, let's continue.
This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing the mortuary assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it.
I mean, honestly, throughout my YouTube career, I've received a few strikes. You know, strikes aren't always full-on strikes. They can be warnings. You know, I've received, like, I think it was, like, a warning before, or maybe two, and then I have only received ever, like, one full strike. So I must say, when I did receive that full strike, there was no explanation for it for a hot minute. I had to like literally go digging to find the explanation as to why I got a strike on my channel, and even appealing it and trying to prove to YouTube and full on decipher the entire video to show them that there is nothing in that video that should be, you know, getting this video taken down. They don't care. They don't care. Once YouTube comes up with a, you know, explanation, or they come up with a narrative in their head, they run with that, and I've experienced that myself. I'm pretty sure any YouTuber watching this, or just any YouTuber in general, has experienced YouTube just being extremely lazy and extremely just, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure we've all experienced that. Once YouTube and those bots that just look over content come up with a decision, that's usually going to be what the decision is. So you slip up, and let's just say you're done. And honestly, you don't even have to full on like slip up or actually show something that's against TOS in your video, because sometimes you will get struck, or you will get a strike for stuff that isn't even in your video, or stuff that doesn't make logical sense. I've always stated this to my friends behind the scene, but I honestly feel like, yeah, YouTube is such a big platform that, you know, I don't think humans can really just fully run it. I don't feel like, I mean, it would just be nearly impossible for it to just simply be human based and humans making every decision, but there needs to be more involvement with human beings in YouTube, and just more people who have background checks and stuff like that, because we know Twitch, which I want to talk about that in the Gideon situation sometime soon, but we know the Twitch staff is super biased, and the people on the policy team are probably the same way. Cory is going to mention that in his video as well, if you've seen it, but I agree with that as well. The Twitch staff has been proven to be biased and, you know, ban people who are, you know, men, but necessarily be more, you know, forgiving for the women. Not trying to get too into that, because that's a whole debate in itself, but it's just like the bias on these platforms really needs to stop. YouTube not only needs to do more background checks, but they also really need to, like I said, involve more human beings and actually make sure that these human beings aren't scummy people who would just go and ban somebody because they don't like the color of their skin, their gender, something they say, jokes they make. We need to make sure that YouTube is a safe environment for the creators, and honestly, it currently is not. So thankful to be a creator on this platform with an audience, and I honestly can't explain how grateful I am, but at the same time, it's like, we need to make this platform better, dude. Like, it's just ridiculous.
So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things in the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Cory, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great, this is awesome. Look, Cory, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down.
YouTube has been caught red-handed doing this so many times. When they get called out for something, they just freak out and instantly, oh, sorry, it was an accident on our half, won't happen again. And then it continuously happens over and over again. I mean, like I said, I love YouTube, and this platform has been something I've been passionate about since I was young, but bro, there needs to be changes, man. What is going on with this platform? Like, honestly, if you have something and you say someone's breaking TOS, then stand by that and stop trying to change it once you get called out for obviously playing favorites or, you know, some alternative motive. So much BS with YouTube, so much randomness and just stupidity coming from this platform every day, and well, Cory just happened to be big enough to expose all of this stupidity, like I said, that has been going on with the platform, and now they're under heat. As I said, it ain't only Cory, it is not only Cory, it's also Jadion, who just exposed Twitch as well, which I actually do want to talk about, because Twitch has been being stupid for years, like stupid, and the fact that they finally did something that seems like they're really getting hard backlash for, it's something I definitely want to talk about. But let's finish watching Cory.
And give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down.
Honestly, I'd suggest going to fully watch Cory's video, because you will get so many more ideas, so much more, context about the whole situation. I don't want to play the whole thing for you guys, but just trust me, definitely go check out his video. Just go to his channel and you will see the video. It is great, it is thorough, and it has a lot of evidence to back it up. It makes sense. I was never one to use it I was never one to believe in people using the race card in situations, but this is the only, it's honestly one of the only explanations to really explain Cory's situation and what is going on. There is no other way to explain it. It has to be favoritism and racism, or favoritism or racism. It has to be one or the other, or both. There's no way around it, because you don't just go and, you know, take someone's video down or claim somebody's video or just make it not viewable and, you know, say that they showed something that was against TOS and all the other channels that do the exact same thing are untouched, and those channels so happen to be bigger than Cory or they just so happen to be Caucasian and not African American. And like he said, he goes trending every time he comes back, and there's always a problem when he's trending. Never when he's on a break, never when, you know, he's not uploading. It's always when he's taking over YouTube and getting the most views. The whole situation is unfair, and I wanted to talk about it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you really get a better understanding of it. Love you guys and appreciate all the support on the channel. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.